Magnetic field due to long solenoid using Ampere's law. So here we are given a long solenoid and it has n turns per meter. So we are supposed to find a magnetic field at a point P which is on the axis of this solenoid. So first thing we can say is by symmetry all these points on the axis will have the same magnetic field. So it doesn't matter even if we are taking the path outside of P, whatever value of B we get for this part CD, same magnetic field will be at a point P. So we'll take the path like this. Why we took it in this rectangular shape, we'll see now. So this path, let's say the length is x. Width, it doesn't matter, so we are not writing. So current is I. So let me redraw this. So here on the top part of this solenoid, the current is going inside the plane. That's what these crosses mean. And at the bottom of the solenoid, current is coming out of the plane. So that's what these dots represent. They represent current. Our loop is like this. So the length, the part CD is along the axis. Then DA is perpendicular to the axis and coming out of the solenoid. Then AB is also parallel to the axis. Then BC is again perpendicular to the axis. So we'll do this as we can do on any path. Let line integral of ABCD is equal to mu naught times I enclosed. So this is the I enclosed. It is n turns per meter. And length of this path is x. So the current enclosed is n times xi. Because nx is the number of turns, total number of turns, times I. So for this path, we can write it as for the path AB. So we'll break this into A to B, A to B, B to Q, Q to C, C to D, D to P, and P to A. Now outside a tightly wound solenoid, B is 0. So on these three paths, PA, AB, and BQ, it will become 0 anyway because B out is 0. For QC and DP, the magnetic field is perpendicular to DL. So B dot DL becomes 0 because B is perpendicular to DL. Why B is perpendicular? Because again by symmetry, this is an infinite solenoid. So at any point, the field has to be parallel to the axis. Because it's symmetric, it cannot be at an angle. So same here also on the path DP. So for path DP as well, B is perpendicular to DL. So line integral is 0 on this path. Sorry, not line integral. Path integral on DP is 0. Total thing is line integral. So here it's 0 because it's perpendicular. On these three paths it's 0 because B is 0. Here it's 0 because it's perpendicular. What's left is path CD where B is parallel to DL. So I can write B dot DL as BDL. So only this is left is equal to mu naught NXI. So this B we can take out and this integral of DL is from here to here, C to D, which is x. So Bx is equal to mu naught Nxi, x and x will get cancelled, B is equal to mu naught Ni. This is our answer.